So that kerfuffle you've just heard is the video version of us jumping into ice baths for this intro. Now, the best experience is go back and watch that shit. Other than that, let's get into the podcast. Welcome to the KYC podcast.
Keeping you consistent.
So ice baths, your idea, huh?
Well, Wim Hof side.
I've actually got his book, you know.
Have you actually?
I have.
I need to get it. I need to get that book.
It's really good, man. It's really good. It talks about how essentially you don't buy so much into genetics. It's just adaptability. It's just
I agree, 100%.
You know, you could essentially reach the point of doing an ice bath just by running, like doing like an ice plunge or horse trough, 36 degrees, and then drop it down by a degree every day.
Really?
Yeah, and then it's insane.
Them ice dunk tanks that you can actually control are crazy. That has the refrigerator shit in, man. They're mad, they are.
Shit, that man. That's like sitting in a bath next to a toaster, bro.
Like,
One wrong move and that's it.
You think I'm handling
no, yeah, no one's going to know.
10,000 volts just going straight through me.
But to be fair, when we're talking about recovery, like we've actually done a lot of stuff because we've been going to the steam room, we've been going to the sauna, I've been doing swimming.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you just messaged me the other day with a picture of like, yo, check this out. I got this ice plunge from B&M.
Yeah, just for the record, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, I don't know if it's still on offer and in the store, but if you're from the UK, store called B&M, they've got a dunk tank ice bath. It's $15.99. It's a bargain, and the quality is actually surprisingly really well.
Yeah, I mean, especially for all of you lot watching, you would have seen the intro, both of our attempts. You can see them beautiful facial expressions at the moment the back goes in. It's like...
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, seriously, best purchase I've made for a while. Yeah. Immediately you feel good. The sauna's good, it relaxes you, but there's something about the ice, man.
I think it's because of the
core temperature changing probably internally quick.
Nah, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? It's essentially the way ice baths are surrounded. Everyone's always says, first thing of the day, get out into the ice bath, and that's how you start your day. And it is true.
Yeah.
You know, I'm never going to deny it is horrible. It is absolutely horrible. Initially, like normally you're never going to feel it in your shins, probably even in your quads.
Yeah.
You know, you're standing in it, it's like, okay, it's chilly. Mate, when it hits your back and your shoulders, that's when even now I'm just saying, like, ooh, giving me shivers.
Mate, I'm looking at these flies next to me, bro. They're so annoying.
I said, man, I was going to bring Raid here next time, but obviously I'm not going to do that. But
obviously we're still in our woodland. It ain't our woodland, I wish, though.
It is. We're going to get like the KYC label carved into that tree.
That would be sick.
It's not a bad idea, is it? I mean, it's a dead tree.
So it's not a sticker.
Nah, that's plastic, bro.
Flag.
Ooh.
Pin everywhere.
Backdrop. Drape.
To be fair, though, while the weather's good, we are going to be doing content out here. But we have been talking about moving content into like a little studio zone.
Not necessarily moving it, but it's there in case we can't use it. Because we don't want to be out here with a massive flipping gazebo when it's windy and rainy. Anything to stay outside.
Yeah. We literally got like a fucking, I don't know, like half a kilometre walk from the car to this point. And this is out of the way. It's there's a trail that just goes off here, but it's not going to be interfering with anybody's day. Whereas like, yeah, we just wanted it to be outside, but when the elements kick in, we need somewhere.
We live in the UK, so the weather does what it wants over here.
Yeah, we need somewhere where it's going to be consistently rolling the podcast, whether that's indoor or outdoor. We're staying consistent, ladies and gentlemen. You should as well.
That's it.
Moving on to how is it then? Do you reckon you can get adapted to the cold, or do you reckon what
I mean, I think I speak for everyone when I say no one likes to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that is the key word when it comes to an ice bath. When you're first starting it, it is horrible. You know, the moment you go in there, if you don't beat that initial instinct to force yourself to stay in, you will get out immediately. You know, you'll go straight down and you'll go straight back out again. You'll be like,
like a float.
not buoyancy. Your reflexes will kick in and be like, get the fuck out of here.
Imagine that you come out just completely dry. What the fuck? How did you just go down? No, it ain't happening.
You go in with duck feathers. You come out like, get that shit off of me.
No, when I first did it, it caught me by storm. Like, I've been religiously I can hear the bee. Where is it?
Oh, you're right. He's there. He's on that bluebell at the back.
Oh, okay, so. Anyway.
He just lands on your shoulder now. I ain't saying nothing.
Run!
Protein.
I'll be like that. We got a friend, ladies and gentlemen. So
it's a honeybee though, so we're more relaxed. This guy's not targeting us.
we got sidetracked. Yeah. I was religiously having cold showers after every shower. Sorry. Yeah, after every shower, I was jumping onto a 30-second. I think it was actually a video from Wim Hof that I watched. I'm definitely going to have to check out. What is it? Wim Hof's method, isn't it, his book?
The Iceman.
Oh, yeah, the Iceman, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to check that out, 100%. I've never actually read it. Did you read that?
Nah, I remember I saw... He's there, bro. You not seeing him?
There's like a little squeaky mouse or something in here.
Yeah, probably. Fucking getting eaten by a grass snake or something.
Gosh. Yeah! Imagine how big fucking lion comes out.
Fucking puma. Oh, shit. It's funny, man. We always... For two guys who are like terrified of the buzzing noise of bees and wasps, we pick a really retarded place to do this.
We're literally in a fucking beehive.
I remember...
It's not the bee. There's something squeaking in this tree here. I think it's like a little field mouse.
No, probably. If I can crawl up your leg in a minute, you'll get off me.
As long as I know where it's at, it won't bother me.
I don't know. Just...
It's like the predator man just stalking and this little mouse is there like, you smell of cheese. We always get sidetracked. I don't know why.
Environmentals, man.
Yeah. So
I saw the documentary when he was being interviewed out there in the Antarctic.
Okay.
And the woman that was interviewing him, she had to get like covered in like Hydra suit,
a
warming
proper
suit and everything to go into him because he was just out there in the water, no clothes on, just there like fucking Wim Hof, man, I'm a beast. And then she had to get like fully kitted up because he was like, if you go in there, you'll die. Yeah,
mate, I don't honestly. He must have some genetics. Like he's got. I know it's adaptable, but he must have something that helps him.
I mean, anything really, like heightened immune system to prevent your body from, or to enable your body to fight off better infection with temperature change. But realistically, it is sold like, you know, as long as you're consistent in a method of adaptability, you'll be fine. And he does do it religiously every morning. Yeah. He just walks out into it. He don't need to break no ice. He's surrounded by it.
He does like some mad chant as well, and he's like, ooh.
Breathing's key though.
Yeah.
Like breathing's a really important thing because he speaks about breathing a lot, about being able to regulate your body temperature through breathing. It's mad, bro. It's a really good book.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Big shout out to Wim Hof. If you're listening, leave it in the comments.
We challenge you to an ice bath challenge.
And if you are a viewer, shout out to him, man. Congratulations, Wim Hof. You've done good.
You're like boogieing all over the place, you are.
Yeah, too right. There's loads of fucking... Can you not see the gnats?
Yeah, I can see them, but they're not fucking harmful to you.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, you get swarmed by like 1 billion of them now. Well, one wasn't harmless to you.
Yo, your beard's moving. So bad. Fucking hell, I'm seeing your beard grow. It's just bad gnats, man.
That's mad.
Making me itch. So, we've experimented with the ice bath. Obviously, I've been doing it since I got the ice bath, which was about a week ago. Previous to that, like I said, I was doing showers, and that was helping with recovery. But there's something that hits different when you submerge.
Cold showers are worse. Because that constant, once you're in like the ice plunge and all that stuff, and you're able to like settle,
body like adjusts, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of like you create like a little border of warmth around you, which only is bothered when you're moving. When you're in a shower, you're just getting slapped by it all the time.
I think though that with the actual what's it called, the submersion of the cold is definitely better for your body.
Yeah, definitely.
Like ice showers, you're bouncing, the water's just trickling from you and it's going. You
need to be submerged.
But you need to be submerged to feel the effects in the muscles. Like it drops deep tissue, isn't it? That's what it is. Yeah. So yeah, man. Moving forward with the ice, how good have you been feeling with it? How's it helped with your recovery with your knee injury?
Yeah, I mean, my knee is a bit of an anomaly because I don't actually know what's wrong with it. Everything's just a hypothetical. It is looking like I'm going to have to go down to the GP and just be like, look, I need an x-ray just because I want to find out if anything's cracked or broken in there.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, we ran 6K today and that went better than last week. And we did the ice plunge this morning and it did make me feel a lot better. Like the one thing I noticed from the ice plunge is when you get up, because it essentially like snap activates your entire body. It's like you already feel loose and ready to perform.
Yeah.
So obviously we straight into the ice plunge and then just straight out. There wasn't any real mitigation. You just get dressed and then went out on the run. And yeah, obviously you've covered nearly 30K this week. That was my first run again. Yeah, and
you'll get there, man.
I like it. I would definitely incorporate that into my day-to-day just because it's a really good way to get the engines rolling. Like this morning, obviously, what time did we get in there? We probably got in there like 6:10.
Yeah, it was about 10 past quarter.
That's what I mean, at 6:10, and then come 8:30, we're 12,000 steps in because of the run. And it's like, before most people are even getting out of bed,
yeah,
you know, we've already been up and active in the morning, and now it's not even 10:30, and we're out here.
Yeah, filming. Like, we've literally done a productivity day, and to be fair, it's been hard. I can't knock it. Like, the whole reason of this podcast and as a whole in general, why we're changing our lives is because whether it's hard or not, we're trying to make a change. That's all we're doing. We're just trying to push ourselves physically, mentally, and yeah, just become a better version of ourselves. And like Tom said, like, it's the hard things, like getting an ice plunge. It's not easy. It's a hard thing to do, and to do that first start of the day is going to set you up for the rest of the day.
I think what you said this morning, though, that was actually quite unique. I like that, which is basically, obviously, we were talking about the getting in, and you're like, that's the worst part of your day.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't look at it like, oh, it's the worst part of your day. It's the best part of your day, but it's going to be the hardest. But it's also the shortest. Yeah. Once you get it over with, you set yourself up for the day.
Man, it's not easy to get out of bed, like, and just to fucking dunk straight into ice water, bro.
Mate, yeah. But then you've got to ask yourself as well, because I've done this countless times in my life. Woken up, literally rolled out of bed.
Yeah.
You know.
Midday.
No, not even midday. Like back when I was working, like say for example, when I was working in woodwork, and I was up at 7 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock at night, depending on what routine I was on.
Yeah.
And sometimes I would just roll myself out of bed because no energy there, and straight to work. And I'm at work for a zombie. If I went back to those times now, I would want an ice plunge.
Yeah, just to
get up an hour and a half, 2 hours before, get the ice plunge, and then bam, I know for the next 14 hours because I'm working 12-hour shifts, I'm gonna be ready. My body's activated, and it feels so much better in terms of motivating you to be productive because you've essentially jump-started your body.
Absolutely, man. You literally put like 10,000 volts into your chest. So, moving forward with the ice plunge, would you if for a person that's getting into their consistency journey, recovery time, would you recommend them doing this?
I don't know if I'm suitable to recommend this because I don't know if I would recommend it to someone who's literally just starting fitness. I think that's a bit extreme.
Okay, so let's take it into the recovery section. So if they're not getting into their fitness journey, they're doing it for their day-to-day habit. Because you've obviously just gotten into dunking.
I think if you were doing it just like that, for example, you like what you say, just day-to-day habit. You're not doing it specifically for recovery or for fitness.
Yeah.
I think if you could start out by doing like 10 seconds, kind of just literally just like, get ready, drop in, count to 10 and get back out. If you are capable of doing that, you probably already have what it takes to sit in an ice plunge for a minute.
Yeah.
But if you like what I said at the start, if you can't beat that initial reflex to stay down, and it is really hard, people, I'm not going to deny this, like, it's a fight and flight instinct that will kick in because it's a shock to your body that most people will never have experienced before.
No, 100%.
And so when you get in there, your initial reaction is going to be, get me the fuck out.
Yeah, move. Your initial reaction, it's uncomfortable, man.
Yeah, but if you basically like go down, because the way the ice punch works first, we go down, but then you kind of like scoot your butt forward to drop it under your shoulders.
Yeah.
That is the biggest part of the discomfort done.
Yeah.
You've done the hardest part. Now you're under there. So obviously your breathing's initially going to be all over this place.
Yeah.
It is hard. But if you can stay under there for 10 seconds, you've probably already got the willpower to be like, you know what? I could start incorporating cold plunge into my daily routine and just build it up. 20 seconds, 30 seconds, up to a minute. You know, I certainly wouldn't say to someone, right, the first time you ever do a cold plunge, 5 minutes in the back, because you could cause yourself serious problems.
Yeah, you definitely could. I reckon if you're going to start from scratch into it, do the shower trick. Wim Hof said if you haven't got yourself any lakes or ice baths, go into a shower. After every shower you do, bang it on to 30 seconds, and that'll give you the same benefit. As long as you have that fight or flight thingy, like where you're like, and you're gasping, that's the benefit right there. That's when your dopamine is going to be at its highest point.
I think the good thing about the shower as well is you can kind of like break yourself into the like proportions.
Yeah, you can rotate in different body parts.
Yeah, because in the shower, the hardest thing for me is the shoulders and back.
Yeah. Like
the second it hits, once it's on your head, that's when it hits your breathing. It hits your head and you're like, fucking hell. Yeah, for like, I can stand in a cold shower on my chest all day. It doesn't bother me. Hence chest. But the moment I try and turn around, bro, that's when I turn into like a naked mole rat, bro. I'm like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, as Shez said, with doing it with the showers is not a bad idea because you can kind of just be like, chuck your head under there for 20 seconds, 10 seconds, see how that goes. And then at the last bit, before you know you're about to finish, just literally like kind of walk in, get it all over you, walk back out, and then call it a day. Even if you're only in there for 3 seconds, it's building up, man. You have to. It's slow. It's a slow process.
When you actually think about it as well, I just thought of this when you was explaining the showers, bro. When it comes to like the adaptational era, there was no electricity, no heating. This was their day to day, man.
Yeah.
And then it's genetically proven from, obviously there's events that happen in the world like the plague and all that bullshit, but over the time, years ago, I'm pretty certain it's only been like the recent few generations of 100 generation maybe, I don't know. But the age to death has gotten lower and lower. Whereas back in the day when all this was like, there was no electricity, none of this, none of that, and they was doing this day-to-day things where it was like their general bath in a fucking ice bath every day to get clean. They weren't even in baths, they was in fucking lakes probably. I bet their fucking health was through the roof.
I can't remember who it was that said it. It might have been Jimmy Carr.
Okay.
He might have said it. It was definitely Jimmy Carr. He was talking about the luxuries that people have today that they don't realise how new they actually are.
Yeah.
For example, like what you said, the concept of the modern shower, that's not much more than 100. I don't even think that's 100 years old.
Probably not.
So
no.
That's 2 generations. Go back 2 generations ago and there was no such thing as a hot shower.
Yeah.
There was a waterfall.
Yeah, that was it.
You know?
That's what I mean. There weren't like I remember seeing like Victorian, I think.
Obviously, hot baths have existed for hundreds of years, but that's the concept. Yeah, but not even that. It was more tailored to the upper class.
Yeah, and people like bailing hot, like kettle water into it.
Yeah, literally. Just
it's been a bit cold, Barry.
That's what I mean. You can't, like, the average person would never have been able to do that. No. Like, you can't run your gas for that long because you couldn't afford to.
I don't think there was like gas. It was coal, wasn't it? So it was like.
So I mean, like,
on a coal fire, then they moved it into the bath.
Got coals and sticks.
Yeah,
it's just like a pail of water. Imagine that. By the time you filled it up, it'd be cold. Waste of time.
I'd have put the coals underneath the bath.
But yeah, it's
boil
like
myself like a lobster.
Yeah, it's a mad thing to think about that.
Then you probably find there was none of this commodities, but they happen to have a better life probably. They probably live longer because the transport, years ago I'm talking, obviously it's a good while ago that the transport was out. But yeah, it weren't a long time ago when, I bet their healthier lifestyles, man, they were just healthy because there was fresher food, it was homegrown.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. There's a lot of grey area there that we don't know about, but there are certainties. For example, people these days are definitely more complacent. If you're essentially in like a modern society that has technology and electricity and all that stuff, there's a lot of stuff that you take for granted that you don't realise.
Mate, you see it all the time. I can guarantee you could probably give, unless you're a proper nerd on the savvy on the virtual content, viral content, but you could probably give 100 people in a day ice bath and literally have it in the middle of a town centre. People walk past and you say, yo, I'll give you £10 if you can last 5 minutes in this. A load of people would turn that shit down. Because they don't like discomfort. They like their day-to-day being...
I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I don't know if I'd jump in a fucking random ice bath in the middle of a town for a tenner. Offer me £100, I'll fucking dive in there with my clothes on, but...
But, like, if the opportunity was there, like, you could probably give them a full half day and they probably wouldn't do it.
Mate, I'd get in it for free.
Because
Or
you know
I could do with some relaxing. There's definitely a difference between cold water though and an ice bath. Like I reckon if you had like a horse trough in that situation that was like R1 and it was water, their curiosity might get the better of them. If you had a situation where it was a horse trough, but they had to break the ice, mate, 99% of people are getting in that.
Mate, there's this guy that I watch, I believe his name's Noah Anderson. Like, he literally, every day, for 75 days straight, he was just jumping in the ice bath. But every single day, he had to go out with a pickaxe, bro, and, like, ice hacks and chisel it, like, shovels.
Yeah, it's insane, man.
And he would just get in, and all he had was, like, gloves on and a hat, bubble hat, bro. And, like, he clipped his mic. This mic, exactly, clipped it to the side of his hat. And he was just talking about things that inspired him for the day before, just straight to the camera, just talking like this.
Oh, 100%.
And I was just like, fuck me, man. He must be a gangster.
I don't genuinely know if I could do an actual ice bath at the minute. Not to that degree. I think that if I got into it and my calves and my quads felt the way my chest and back normally do, I would struggle to sit down.
That being said, ladies and gentlemen, ice baths, 100%. I'd recommend them, but if you haven't got access to one straight away, definitely do ice showers 30 seconds after your morning shower, and it will set you up for the day.
Yeah, it's a really good way to shock your body, just getting yourself ready for the day. If you're waking up feeling like tired, lethargic, like, oh, I just can't be bothered today, it is the cure. It 100%. Is the cure for that. And I would much rather do it. I'd much rather have those 30 seconds of agony. As far as it's a strong word, but it does feel horrible, especially when you're getting started.
Today, like Tom said, we've literally got out the door by fucking 6:30, did the run. By 8 o'clock, we had 10,000 steps, 12,000 steps, ran down. And then now it's currently 10:30 a.m. We're already doing a podcast episode. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap up this episode today with the ice baths. Let us know in the comments what you think and if you are game to do them.
Yeah, man. Also, if you have other methods that you use to help you stay consistent, whether it's meditation, whether it's stretching in the morning, whatever it is, we want to hear about it. Ice baths is currently our go-to. We want to hear yours.
Definitely. And we're on track to do an ultra marathon by the end of 2026, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to support the journey, we also want to try and get to 1,000 subscribers. The ultra is in our control. The subscribers ain't. And that's up to you guys.
Absolutely. So, like Shez said, if you like this, subscribe, comment, and we will catch you in the next one.